Pizza, the pizza's here. La 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 la. What were you guys playing?
We're playing a very famous groove. It's really, really hard. It's called 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
You know what? I used to play drums. I played drums in America, but then I've always wanted to deliver pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the way that you have to practice that stuff is you have to play it on a piece of pepperoni. Buddy Rich used to play on a dime. But over here, you've got to play it on a little piece of pepperoni, man. That's the way you do it.
I'll
show you. Let me show you how to do it.
Okay.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
La 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 la
Not bad.
Not bad?
You got some tip? I have a question about developing ideas. I heard you saying that you like to take one idea and develop it in many different ways. Can you explain a little bit how to play one idea but make it different? I don't know.
So if you take let's say you take 4 beats, one on with the right hand, one with the hi-hat, and 2 with the bass drum. So you 1, 2, 3, 4. See? You gotta keep playing time. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? It's the same idea, it's the same technical, it's the same thing technically. But you take it, you play it as many different ways in the bar as you can. And so it helps you understand playing time better, and it frees you up, it creates a freedom because, excuse me, every time keep one in the same place. Keep 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta stay with me, right? So I mean, and what the way it is for you to figure out where the time is while I'm doing it, that's what you have. That's what happens to me when I'm doing it. So you have to constantly make these adjustments. So you're only thinking about one thing technically, but the time you're trying to fit it in different parts of the bar. So you're constantly making adjustments for how it feels. And when you start it on a different beat, the same thing feels like a completely different thing.
Yeah.
You know? So that's an example of that.
Nice. I wanted to ask you a question about groove. What kind of, what do you think groove is, first of all? And what kind of workout can a drummer do to achieve a great groove?
I think a groove is an agreement. with the guys that you're playing with the bass player and who's ever playing rhythm. And it's also a desire, if you're playing with a drum machine or a click track, it's like trying to lock in with the click.
Mm.
So I don't know if there's any one definition of the groove. It's like when it gets locked in, it starts to feel good. And sometimes it can be with a click track. Sometimes it can be just with other musicians. It has to do with trying to feel the time the same way that the people that you're playing with feel it, so that when you're going to hit one, that you're all hitting it in the same place. And it can change a little bit. It can be on top, it can be laid back. It's different for different players. And it always, for me, takes, you have to be able to adjust to what's going on around you. So I don't think there's any particular definition of the groove. The real definition of the groove is when you lock it in, everything feels good. And so I think that's the determining factor.
You said on the writing part, when you have to write a groove and you listen to the, I don't know, the guitar, bass, or what do you think? How do you choose what to do, what to play?
Well, I listen to, the bass player to try and figure out what it depends on if it's like a kind of music where the bass player is playing like a figure that's repetitive. I would listen to it and try to figure out what part of the pattern I was going to play with. If the bass player was playing freer, if it was like a jazz thing, then it's not so much playing with him, it's just like understanding how he's playing the time, so that what I do is together with him, not where I'm playing with him, but where I'm feeling the time the way he's playing it, and I can rhythmically fit what I'm doing in around, so we're all on the same page, you know. It's a matter it's a matter of listening and trying to find a way to be comfortable playing with the people that that are playing with you. The more comfortable it is, the better it is for the music. And also, like, you have to, when you talk about the groove, the first thing I listen to is the song, and then try to figure out how to what I'm going to play musically to fit in with the song. The music is the thing that dictates the whole thing. Listen to the music, then before you start talking about what everyone's going to play, listen to the music again, then start to play it, listen to what the bass player's doing, listen to what the other guys are doing, start to play some stuff that to see how you feel about it, and then maybe talk about it to see what after you get like a natural kind of feeling about what you feel after you've heard the music, then talk about it with the other guys to see how you can adjust and where there were spots that were a little bit funny, how you can make them better. And it's about coming to agreements about places where there was a little discrepancy.
So it's playing for the others more than for yourself.
Yeah, it's about, trying to make the music the best that it can be.
You've been part of music for lots of years, and in all these years things are changing a lot. What do you think it got lost in the road? What do you think that today is missing? Yeah, from years ago.
Well, I don't know if it's missing, but the thing that's different. I remember when I started playing, I started playing because I love the drums, and I like listening to other drummers. I like playing all kinds of drum corps and different bands, but it was never where I thought, where people were making a lot of money. It was just, I did it because I liked the drums and I liked music, and to be able, the goal was to be able to make a living and support myself doing what I loved. And then something happened where the industry, changed, and people were able to play music and make a good living. And so now I think that a lot of the motivation today is for people to maybe get rich, and get famous. And it's possible because of what's going on in the industry for people to be able to do that, but I think it's still important for people that just like to play because they love to play, and to continue to do that, whether they get rich or not, because music is an art, and it's a way of expressing ourselves and sharing ideas, and it's not just, it doesn't mean if you don't get rich that you're not valid. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, and so I think that maybe sometimes today the inspiration might be different because there's other opportunities available. It's because music went from just music to a whole other place, which it's great because it includes like video, music. A lot of times is like a visual thing now. It's not. I call it music, but it's really like it has to do with dance and cinema and theater and production, and that's great. But I still think there's a place for guys that just love to play, and they shouldn't give up and think that they're not valid because they're not getting rich. You know what I mean? If you love playing music, you should continue to do that. Even if you have to do something else to make a living. You know what I mean? To support what you want to do artistically. And hopefully if you can keep doing what you love, maybe, I don't know if we get rich, but at least you'll be able to support yourself doing what you like. There's just more opportunities, so I don't know if there's anything missing, but there's more opportunities now. And you just have to not get distracted and thinking that you're going for one thing and shoot and you know what I mean, and going for that.
Yeah.
It's you have to do what you love, and hopefully you'll be able to support yourself. And if something happens where it becomes, where something hits and you make a lot of money, that's great. You know,
That's fine, yeah.
that's fantastic. But it's not always, you can't always plan on that, you know? So, I mean, did that answer the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be careful to say that, I don't like to get into saying that something's missing or something's wrong, or, I mean, it's just, things are different. But the fact that you guys are still doing what you're doing, that's like, I mean, except for doing the video, I mean, wanting to play music and playing drums, that's what I did when I was a kid. So there's still some things that are the same, you know, it's just, you can't get discouraged. You have to keep, you know.
Sometimes it's hard though.
Yeah, you get tired, and sometimes you have to do something else to make a living, but that doesn't mean that you failed. That, you know what I mean? That's not a failure, it's just
Part of.
it's just part of the process, you know? And you have to be thankful for the part of the process that allows you to play music and meet other people that you respect, and be thankful that you can share ideas, and I think that's the way it works. At least, I mean, that's the way it's been for me, you know? I can only share my own experience, you know?